Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions, and we're back with Love Bites, and we are doing Judgment Day again, but a live version. So I saw this just came out about a week ago, and I thought I'd love to do a live version of Judgment Day, probably one of my favorite songs of theirs, and I'm looking really forward to checking it out and seeing what it is like live. So thanks. Cool intro. I love that. Smoking, man. Killer guitar tone, man. I love this song, and it's just big, and it's probably one of the heavier songs they do. And it just keeps on going, and it's got all those parts that shift. There's a little bit of rainbow in there, but like heavier, like kind of some of the newer Judas Priest, but their own thing, of course. But like it just has a lot of elements that I love.
Why didn't you see it just
Wow, that was killer. I love that. I like that even more than the official video, which was killer and sounded amazing, but live they just really, really deliver. And that's my favorite way of doing these videos is I try to find live as much as I can, about probably 5% or kind of like studio in, live in a studio or maybe actually just the studio recording. But the fun part is seeing if people can execute what they kind of write, and they all can definitely deliver. It's a really, really amazing band, super heavy, and then I know they have a lot of other elements, and I'm gonna probably mispronounce her name, but is it Miyaku? Is the person she plays keyboards as well, and is supposedly an amazing pianist as far as a classical player. I have seen her do an intro. I'm forgetting what the name of the song was, but just super talented ladies for sure. The drummer Haruna, I think I always love the drummers in metal bands if they're good, and she's definitely really, really great. So they're great songwriters, which is, it's hard to write great heavy songs anymore. It's not hard, I shouldn't say that, but they're kind of mining this kind of new wave of British metal kind of era stuff, making it their own, of course, but they're kind of, that's where the flavors are with a more modern take. Like it's heavier. That's why I say like the newest Judas Priest record's a great, sonically similar to that. But stylistically, you've got two guitar players that are kind of different in their technique and how they approach songs. And that's really cool. Because in Judas Priest, Glenn Tipton, highly underrated guitar player, completely different than KK Downing. KK was more of like just a standard, rock and roll player, where Glenn was doing like kind of sweep arpeggiated stuff and just really cool stuff. And then you have a band like, let's say, the Scorpions, Matthias Jobs, or however you pronounce his name. He's actually someone I've grown to really be knocked out by as far as like solo work and stuff. And Rudolph is a rudimentary, just really solid player. So that's always been the Scorpions. They've always had a lead player and then the rhythm player. And then you have Iron Maiden kind of falls into that same thing as Judas Priest, but I love Dave Murray's playing, but he's very different than Adrian Smith and some of the other players they've had. Uh, Dave has this really cool, like a legato thing that is really unique, and Adrian Smith is really great too, but he has more of that rock and roll thing, kind of some traditional like harder rock elements, and I just think Dave is they're great foils because the solos don't sound the same, and they're not doing harmony stuff that occasionally like Judas Priest does a little bit of that. Um, it's not a Thin Lizzy thing, but kind of close. So anyway, I digress. I love this band. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Brian.